When the arena lights dim and the crowd begins to roar, there is an unmistakable feeling in the air. This is not just another boxing match. This is a clash of Mexican pride, warrior spirit, and championship legacy. Two men step forward with everything on the line, two fighters who have carried the weight of expectations, criticism, and glory throughout their careers. On one side stands Emanuel Navarrete, a relentless pressure fighter known for his awkward rhythm, unpredictable angles, and endless stamina that breaks opponents mentally as much as physically. On the other side is Oscar Valdez, a sharp, technical, and highly intelligent boxer with elite timing, world championship experience, and the ability to change the fight with a single clean counter. As they approach the center of the ring, the atmosphere is electric. Respect is present. But once the bell rings, respect disappears and war begins. From the very first second, Navarrete imposes his will. He does not wait. He does not feel out distance for long. He immediately advances forward, throwing punches from unpredictable angles, mixing wide hooks with sudden uppercuts, and creating chaos that forces Valdez to constantly adjust. His style is not traditional, but it is effective in a way that overwhelms even elite fighters. Valdez begins cautiously, using footwork, keeping his guard high, and trying to establish his jab. He looks for rhythm, for timing, for control, but Navarrete does not allow rhythm to exist. Every time Valdez tries to settle, another wave of pressure arrives. In the opening round, Valdez begins to respond with sharp counters. He slips a wide shot and returns with a clean right hand. He times Navarrete's entry and lands a quick combination that momentarily halts the pressure. The crowd reacts immediately. This is not going to be one-sided. Every exchange feels dangerous. Every punch carries intention. Navarrete continues, pressing forward, cutting the ring, forcing Valdez into exchanges he does not fully control. Valdez answers with precision, trying to make every counter count as the second and third rounds begin. The fight's rhythm becomes clearer, but still chaotic. Navarrete is the aggressor, constantly moving forward, throwing volume punches, attacking from awkward angles that make defense difficult. Valdez begins to adapt, slipping punches more cleanly and countering with sharper timing. He lands combinations after Navarrete overextends, especially when Navarrete throws too many punches without resetting. The contrast in styles becomes the story: pressure versus precision, chaos versus control. By the fourth round, the fight begins to heat up dramatically. Navarrete increases his output, throwing non-stop combinations, targeting both head and body, trying to break Valdez's structure. Valdez responds with bravery, standing his ground at times, trading in the center of the ring, and landing clean punches that stop Navarrete's momentum temporarily. The crowd is now fully engaged. Every exchange brings noise. Every landed shot changes energy inside the arena. Navarrete begins to use the ropes as a trap, forcing Valdez backward and unloading flurries. He throws punches in bunches, sometimes messy but always dangerous. Valdez tries to pivot out, but the pressure is constant. Still, Valdez does not panic. He fires back with counter right hands and short combinations that keep him in the fight. The early rounds are now behind them, and the war is fully underway. By rounds 5 and 6, the pace intensifies. Navarrete's pressure becomes more calculated. He is not just throwing randomly, he is breaking down Valdez's guard systematically. Body shots begin to accumulate. Valdez's movement becomes slightly more cautious as he absorbs damage. But every time Navarrete looks like he is taking control, Valdez responds with sharp counters that remind everyone he is still dangerous. A perfectly timed left hook here, a clean right hand there of Valdez is still very much in the fight. The crowd begins to sense something special is unfolding. This is not just a skill matchup. It is a battle of endurance and heart. Navarrete's output remains extremely high, but Valdez's accuracy makes every exchange risky. Neither fighter can dominate for long. Momentum shifts constantly. Almost every round feels like a swing round. As the fight reaches the middle rounds, fatigue begins to set in. Navarrete continues pressing forward, but now his punches come in more strategic bursts rather than constant flurries. He targets the body more, trying to slow Valdez's movement and reduce his countering ability. Valdez begins to rely more on timing and survival instincts, picking his moments carefully instead of engaging in every exchange. There are moments where Valdez lands beautiful combinations 3 for punches in sequence that stop Navarrete's forward motion. The crowd erupts each time, sensing a potential shift in momentum. But Navarrete absorbs and continues forward, showing incredible durability and mental toughness. He does not get discouraged, does not slow down emotionally, only adjusts physically. By rounds 7 and 8, the fight becomes even more physical. Both fighters are landing heavier shots. Navarrete's pressure now includes clinch work, inside fighting, and body attacks designed to wear Valdez down. Valdez responds with sharper counters when space is available, but the pressure is constant and draining. The ropes become a dangerous place, as Navarrete traps Valdez and unleashes multi-punch combinations. Yet Valdez remains composed. He uses movement when possible, pivots out of corners, and fires back with clean shots whenever Navarrete pauses. The crowd is fully invested, now standing, shouting, reacting to every exchange, as if the fight could end at any moment. The energy inside the arena feels like a championship war at its peak. In rounds 9 and 10, exhaustion becomes visible on both sides. Navarrete's output slightly decreases, but his pressure never stops. He continues to walk forward, forcing exchanges even when tired. Valdez, meanwhile, shows deep experience, managing distance and choosing when to engage. Every punch now feels heavier because of accumulated fatigue and damage. There are moments in these rounds where the fight slows slightly, only to explode again with sudden exchanges. Navarrete pushes forward with urgency, while Valdez responds with sharp counters that momentarily freeze the action. The fight becomes less about combinations and more about individual punches that shift momentum instantly. As the championship rounds begin, everything intensifies again. Navarrete senses the fight is close and increases aggression, throwing more combinations, trying to dominate the final impression. Valdez, knowing the situation, fights back with heart and precision, landing clean shots even under pressure. The exchanges are now desperate, emotional, and powerful. Both fighters are exhausted beyond normal limits. Their movements are slower, but their determination is stronger than ever. Navarrete continues to apply pressure despite fatigue, refusing to stop advancing. Valdez continues to counter, refusing to break mentally. Every exchange feels like it could determine the outcome of the entire fight in the final moments. Both fighters dig deeper than ever before. Navarrete throws a final surge of punches, trying to secure dominance in the closing seconds. Valdez responds with courage, landing counters that remind everyone he is still dangerous. The arena is deafening, fully aware they are witnessing a classic. When the final bell rings, both warriors stand exhausted. There is no celebration yet, only mutual respect. They have just survived one of the most intense Mexican boxing wars in modern history. A fight defined by pressure, precision, heart, and sacrifice. No matter the outcome, Emanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez both leave the ring as warriors who gave everything, delivering a battle that will be remembered as a true boxing classic for years to come.